Benjamin Madugu Avonyoche has filed a petition where the Office of the Special Prosecutor is asking the office to take steps and resolve the matter in which the incumbent Member of Parliament on the ticket of the NPP, Lydia Seyram Alhassan, was seen distributing some goodies in a bag alleged to be food to some officers, prison officers particularly, in a queue getting ready to vote. He joins us on the phone line now. Benjamin, good morning. Thank you for your time.
Good morning, Johnny. Thanks for having me.
When did you present the petition to the Office of the Special Prosecutor?
We filed the complaints yesterday to the Special Prosecutor, among other things, requesting on the office to take up the matter and investigate the Member of Parliament together with some of the officers of their party who were seen in the queue distributing items, items that we are now being told are food and drinks and whatnot. Our concern is that we cannot have a Member of Parliament whose duty is to represent his constituents, in Parliament after all these years, only to show up at the voting center where security people, we're voting. In the special voting, majority of the voters are mostly, men and women of the security service in a queue voting, dressed in their uniform. Even the first person who received the said item in the park was almost like just a meter away from receiving, their ballot papers.
I see.
The presidential ballot papers. And your Member of Parliament is, at that point, handed out items that are in packs to them. What even if those packs that they were handing over to them contain some foreign materials, as and when, because they would obviously have to hold the packs before they go to the booth to go and cast their vote and drop it in the box. And we thought that conduct was completely unacceptable, and we expect the state institution, particularly the Special Prosecutor's Office, to take action to invite her and, question her. If there's a need for further action, they have to take it. And also, we are guarding against the situation that could happen, on Saturday. Because what had happened, on Monday is just an indication of what they intend to do on Saturday, particularly in the hotspot zones, voter zones in our constituency, in the university community and all that. We have picked intel that they intend to carry out such acts, on some of the wards, the electoral areas in the constituency. So we've asked them, the Special Prosecutor, to not only investigate the matter immediately, but to also make sure that such situations do not repeat themselves. Because if those of us on the other side of the political divide see anything of the sort, we will be forced to stop it from going on, because we believe that it is our responsibility as citizens to also make sure that people do not violate the laws and the rules that we have all agreed on, for the election. So that's why I had to file the complaint yesterday.
But Lydia Alhassan insists that the allegations that have been made against her will not hold water because she was not there, and that you are lucky that she has a calm temperament, etc. What do you say to that?
It is surprising that every other person who watched that video that was been circulating on social media for the past 48 hours or more would agree that the Member of Parliament was standing right there, and she actually even handed one of the packs herself to the security officer and later picked a water from another pack and was about drinking. We saw the video. Everybody saw the video. What you see, this attempt to pretend that I have some calm temperament and that it is the NDC that is determined to cause mischief and all that. It is all a play to buy some sympathy for herself, which is what she's been thriving off for so many years. So she will do exactly the wrong things, and when given the opportunity, she will face the direct opposite, pretending to not be involved. But that woman is, excuse my language, but she's very, very diabolic. Didn't you see the video?
Well, she's not here to defend herself. So
she's very. Excuse my language, but she's very. I'm saying she's very diabolic, because If you see the video that had come out, the video that was captured by Joy, one of your sister stations, that went viral, she immediately had an interview with the press people on the ground to deny that she wasn't even on the scene at all. And that she had come here around 6 o'clock. But you saw the video and you saw the person in the video. Unless it's our MP, the member of parliament, we now have a look-alike MP who was at the center sharing the items, or she probably a twin and somebody was sharing the item and why she was not. But this was the woman who was there. I was on your sister station, Joy, last night, speaking to the issue when her personal assistant, her PA, one of the guys who works with her, called Polo, was on the show insisting and telling all the journalists and everybody who was on the show that what they saw was the woman was not at the scene. And the woman was not. What kind of people are this? What kind of people are these people? And all of us are wrong. All of us have eye problems. No, all of us cannot see what is in the video. MPP, including the member of parliament, is denying that she wasn't at the scene when she was there. This is the reason why this is the more reason why the special prosecutor should, as a matter of importance, take action immediately on these people, because even when you see them in a video, conducting this unlawful, carrying themselves out about this unlawful manner, they are denying it. It tells you the impunity in the system and what they intend to do on Saturday. But if the special prosecutor does not take an action and does not station their men around to prevent this from continuing and invite this woman for investigation, we will be forced at every point in Iowa rules are going to prevent them from carrying out this unlawful, because I think that we as a citizens, it's even our responsibility to make sure that this thing will not happen. And if they don't want to see any escalation happening on Saturday, they better have to position their men to prevent such events from occurring again.
I don't understand. You mean that you're going to have your own ways and means of preventing people if this repeats itself on Saturday?
It is actually our responsibility as citizens to make sure that people do not carry themselves about unlawfully in an election or in any manner. It is our responsibility, because if it was not for those members of the NDC who were at the polling station at the time who raised the alarm, because the security people who are supposed to know better, who are supposed to be the ones preventing this, were the ones receiving the items in the queue. So it has to take, a civilian, citizens, ordinary citizens to say, no, this what we are doing is unlawful. It was at that point that, all of this had to stop. In fact, the items they brought were a lot in a car. It took our action to stop them. Then they drove their car away with the rest of the items. So if we have actually done what we're supposed to do, to report this matter to the state authorities, and we expect them to take an action immediately. But if we are going to get to Saturday and see these things repeating themselves, then the citizens must themselves prevent people from abusing the law.
This whole back and forth, are you surprised that up until now the Ghana Prison Service, the Electoral Commission, and in fact even the police have not issued statements regarding this, because these are personnel of the prison service? The presiding officer was there. I understand he didn't say anything, and the police have also not effected any arrest. Are you surprised?
It tells of the situation we're in, Johnny. It tells of the situation in this country, in the impunity in the system. It's just too much. It's been how many hours since this has happened? None of these state institutions have put out a statement to condemn the act. They haven't given us any assurances that these things will not repeat themselves again on Saturday. The Ghana prison has not, given us an indication that they intend to investigate the matter and to bring, their officers to book and all that. Nothing had happened. Nothing had happened. Absolutely none of these state institutions had.
But we'll have to leave it here. But before you go, how soon do you expect the Office of the Special Prosecutor? Oh, I think we lost him right there. But that was Benjamin Madugu Avonyoche. He is the petitioner in the matter, the Iowa West Wogan constituency, where John Seto Dumelo and Lydia Alhassan facing off in that contest. The videos abound where Lydia Seyram Alhassan is seen distributing with some party members some goodies in a bag to prison officers and some other security officers in a queue ready to go and vote. In fact, he insists that the first gentleman was just close to receiving his presidential ballot sheet, and he actually went to pick the ballot sheet with the package in hand, and I'm sure that electoral rules and regulations, that's an affront, because you can't go closer to the ballot box or the ballot balloting area, or where you receive your ballot sheets with any foreign material. But let me take you back to 2020 when Alfredo Kansi and I had a debate for the two candidates in the Ayawaso West Wuogon constituency. Listen.